All right, here we are at our 2017 Supreme S211 Surf Series. Wakeboard and surf boat for sale. We're here near Norris Lake, Tennessee. We're here as usual for our video walkthrough tour. This is a 2-owner boat. It's always been used in freshwater, and it's going to include this 2017 Extreme Tandem Axle trailer. We've got drive-on guide post, as well as dual disc brakes. Dual disc brakes. It's also got a swing tongue up here on the front. It's going to save you some space in your storage, possibly keeping it in the on the trailer at any times. We've got a 2-inch ball. You've got the 7. What do they call it? I think that's the 7 circle trailer hookup. As usual, you're going to find the full list of specifications, features, current asking price, and all that good stuff over at our website, which is at www.yournewboat.com. Now, for your convenience, as always, we will have a direct link for this listing down in the video description of this one. So if you're looking at this one at our YouTube channel and need to see more information on it or interested in it, got any questions or anything like that, we do not monitor the YouTube comment page. So all you gotta do is scroll down into that video description. There'll be a link. You can either click on that link or copy and paste that into a new tab or window, and that's going to take you right to the photo page for this one. So when you do make it over to the website, there'll be a photo slideshow page. It's going to show you a lot of photographs of it, similar to what we'll do on the video tour. We kind of walk around the exterior, we'll go through the interior, then we're going to get up close and personal with any wear and tear items or marks that we noticed in the boat. We've function tested a lot on this boat, and we'll kind of touch on those also as we go through. This one is powered by a 5.7 liter PCM Crusader. I believe it's the EX3 Crusader inboard V-drive engine, about 327 hours on it. Before we climb in, I'll go ahead and show you underneath that swim platform here. This one's got the surf tab system with the center weight plate. What you're kind of looking at now, there's that center weight plate right there, and then of course your surf tabs on either side. And just below all that, you're going to have your rudder, and that would be a 4-blade. I believe that's an Acme 4-blade propeller. Acme's just the brand for that, or the manufacturer for that. Not so much the brand, the manufacturer. All right, bear with me here as I climb on board. Oh, one other feature, we do have the kind of integrated rear tie-down straps for the trailer back here on the back. Into that as well. Now, here on our swim platform, we do have fiberglass swim a fiberglass swim platform. We do have kind of the C-deck style matting here, and we've also got it kind of right back here on this transom as well. We've got Clarion stereo remote back here on your platform as well, along with 2 integrated standstill cup holders. So this is a Skylon Pro S5 wakeboard tower. We do have a tower mount Bimini top. We've got a pair of swivel board racks and a pair of stationary board racks or fixed board racks. 2 WetSounds Rev 10 tower speakers are on our tower. And of course that Bimini top is essentially just folded away. It's in a kind of a storage boot right now. It's in the stowed position is what you would call that. This one's rated for 12. This is that S211 on the model name. That is a loose reference to the length of this one. This one's going to be 20 feet 11 inches. That's an 8.5-foot beam. We've got a 43-gallon fuel tank. If you noticed on the exterior, we've got a fuel fill on either side. That's always convenient. So you can pull up to either side of the gas pumps, or even pulling up to the fuel dock. Doesn't really matter which side you pull up on, you're going to have a fuel fill right there. Nice and handy for you. So we do have a swivel driver's seat, and we've got a flip-up bolster right here as well. So that is going to just simply fold up and down. Turn that into position there. And of course you've also got a tilt steering wheel. We've got the kind of a quick trim adjustment right here next to your steering wheel. Now, otherwise, your surf tab controls are all going to be controlled kind of at the center of your dash here. So Clear around, this is your AM FM. Let's see here. This is a AM FM USB auxiliary input, Bluetooth, NOAA Weatherband, satellite ready stereo. We do have, this is equipped with 6 Cockpit speakers and a pair of tower speakers. Now, of those 6 Cockpit speakers, this one right here, this guy right here is not giving us any sound. So 5 of those passed our function testing. I believe that was the only thing that did not pass function test for us. So, all right, getting back into our dash here, we got your functional horn, navigation lights, of course your stereo power switch, interior light switch, and as well as your docking lights. Of course, I've got to turn the key on actually for that, which I'm going to do that here in just a moment. So here's your kind of an analog speedometer. Over here on the other side, we've got an analog tachometer, and then switches below that, your toggle switches are bilge pump, heater controls, your blower for your engine room, and then essentially there's 2 accessory switches. I believe one of those is hooked to some tower lights for your tower speakers. So we're just going to take that key to the on position here. The center display is going to power right up. You'll see the Supreme logo. And then we've got a couple options for this. So you'll sometimes hear these touchscreens referred to as an MFD. That just stands for multi-function display. Now you can see it's showing the depth reading. Obviously we're not 99 feet of water. That's not going to be accurate until this boat is in the water. So that's another thing we can't quite function test just yet. And then up there across the top, you also see your battery volts reading right here in this corner. Your engine oil pressures over here, engine temperatures right here. There's your fuel level on this one. There's your water temperature, and that's going to be a digital tachometer with your digital speed right here in the center. This is a little quick tab to hit so you can surf left or right, and what that's going to do is that's going to adjust those tabs very quickly. So we're on our home screen now. Your other toggle switch here is for your cruise control. This is your ZeroOff speed or cruise control, and that's where you can either set by speed or by your RPM. Other switch there is going to be for your ballast controls. Now we have 3 integrated hard tanks. That's going to be your bow tank, and then we've got a rear quick fill port side tank and a rear quick fill starboard side tank. Now we also have the plug and play. We've got 3 ballast bags for plug and play. Actually, I believe it's 4 total ballast bags. You're going to have a ballast bag in the port storage locker, starboard storage locker, and then you've got 2 ballast bags in the bow that are these are all going to be the plug and play system. So, and those are all installed, and they're all plumbed. So you've got the full, not only do you have the factory ballast, but you've also got the full plug and play ballast. Over here in your settings, you're not going to have a whole lot over here, but this does display your engine hours. This is kind of where your dealer's going to be able to get into here if they're doing any servicing on it, checking for codes or anything like that. But 327 engine hours showing. Now here in your ballast times, this is going to show you how quick those are filling. So your port tank, or essentially both of your rear tanks are filling in 2 minutes. Bow tank, is about 2 minutes 45 seconds. Your plug and play rear tank's 9.5 minutes, and the bow plug and play 4 minutes. Drain times, there's your references for your drain time. So about 3 minutes. Your bow bag's 5.5 minutes, and your whole plug and play system just over 8 minutes. So the user settings, that's just where you're going to change a few options, as well as the screen brightness. Now then, while we're here, actually I went ahead and hit that interior light switch. I did function test those docking lights. I just couldn't remember, so I hit that real quick and look for the lights up on the truck up there. So we've got the snap-in carpeting. This is like kind of like a vinyl mesh snap-in carpeting. We also have I referenced the heater earlier whenever we were going through all the instruments there at the dash. We've got a 3-outlet heater. One of those outlets can be right here, and these generally will pull out of here, and then you can actually stick these under towel. Well, oh, this one might not pull out. Yeah, that one's going to be integrated in. That's just going to be the direction of the flow. Of course, we're actually missing some little tabs right there. So the other of the 3 outlets, you're going to have one right here for your driver, and then one up here on the bow. Got that walk-through windshield here. Lay that over, and then we've got some really nice seating up here in the bow. 4 stainless steel cup holders and 2 stereo speakers while we're up here on either side. You got a nice grab handle right here. I'm not sure if this will translate to the photos of the video, but you've kind of got a nice slant back on the bow seating up here, and you've got the upholstery going all the way down to the bottom, and that actually will make a nice riding seat, kind of a lounge seat if you want to ride rear facing and watch the action going on behind the boat if anybody's surfing or wakeboarding. So here's your other heater port right here. That's going to be open and close, and let's see here. Sometimes you just twist these a little bit. There we go. So this is the guy here, right here. You can be able to pop this one out, put that under your towel with you on those cooler either mornings or evenings, early season, late season, sometimes middle of summer. Get out in a little rain or something, need to warm up, turn that heater on and stick that under your towel, and you will be quite comfortable. So just want to pull this center cushion here, show you we do have a little bit of storage over behind that seat. That's a little bit more of just an access hatch, and just a little bit of wear right here on the edge of that cushion there, just from when that's been being popped open and closed. And then we've got storage integrated with the gas shocks on there as well. So we've got a couple life jackets. These are staying with the boat, just right in here. That's basically the other side of your driver's console, and then this is the other side of your passenger console. Now in this one here, we've got access to your dual batteries. There's a battery selector switch down there, and one of our ballast bags, as can be seen right here underneath the seat here. So again, there's also the hard tank, but then that's going to be one ballast bag. Your other one's going to be right here. And of course, you can also see we've got some lights just inside of that little cubby there where those cup holders are. So now I'm going to leave this seat up. And continue on. We got a little bit of a mesh netting here for storage as we walk back. 2 more stainless cup holders right here. And this is going to lift up here. Now this is just a little bit of a dry box. This is where your auxiliary and USB inputs are for your stereo. You've got a pair of USB chargers right here and a 12-volt power outlet right here. Now speaking of chargers and charging your devices, we've got another 12-volt power outlet right here next to your driver's seat. Driver cup holder right there. And then where's that other one? Here's the other one right here. So, and then just behind your driver's seat, you got another 12-volt power outlet and another USB dual outlet. So that's going to be, let's see here. Did I miss one up in the bow? Okay. Just speakers and lights up in the bow. So we're going to have 2 dual USB power chargers, so essentially 4 USB ports for charging devices, and 3 12-volt power outlets. And then from cup holders, we've got one here. There's also the 2 on the back by the swim platform. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 total cup holders. 12 people on board, or at least that's what we're rated for, as long as those 12 people, as long as you're not overweight. Keep in mind there is the person count. There's also the weight count. So that's 12 people or 2,100 pounds, and that includes all the gear. Okay, now it does not include your fuel. Your fuel is going to be factored in separately. Dry weight of this boat, while we're on the subject of weight, is 4,200 pounds. Now underneath this hatch, so I wanted to show you those dual batteries, and there's that battery selector switch. And then here we've got a pair of WetSounds amplifiers, stereo amplifiers, and that would be the Clarion stereo unit right there as well. So You've got this Clarion unit right here at your driver's seat, and then you've got the remote back on the swim platform. Let's see, 2 amps, 5 working cockpit speakers, 2 tower speakers, and let's see, a little bit of storage under the seat right over here. Of course, we raise the other seats, a bit of storage under that one. This one's just there, and then a little storage hatch under this one. Okay, put that back in place. This one actually stays in place here, and then we're gonna have the storage on either side of your engine compartment. I've got the mooring cover in this hatch right here. Raise this other hatch over here on the starboard side. So you're looking at that plug and play ballast. This one with the plug and play ballast included with the factory ballast, you've got a little bit over 3,200 pounds of ballast. All right, now here's that center hatch. This is where that 5.7 liter PCM, again, this is the Crusader inboard V8 V-drive fuel injected inboard engine. This is the Catanium clean emission system. And back here on your transom, you're going to see several pumps, and these are labeled. This is something you appreciate. That's going to be your starboard rear ballast pump. There's your bow. Your port rear is over here, and then that says mid, which is going to be that center tank. So again, you've got the 3 factory tanks, and then you've got the 4 plug and play bags. That's because there's 2 bags in the bow and then 2 bags back here in the rear. This is going to be one of those fill mechanisms for your ballast tank. So one of those on either side. That's what those kind of gadgets are right there. Again, 327 engine hours on this one. Fuel tank is down just through some of that hardware right there. Again, that is a 43-gallon fuel tank. So let's go ahead and start popping these hatches back down. Now our board racks here, we mentioned this was kind of the fixed rack. Right here is going to be your swivel rack, and that's going to go all the way out to the outside. Pull that pin. Oh. If I can do this here one-handed here, a bit of help from the camera maybe. There we go. Pull that pin, it's going to slide all the way back around, and the snap right there coming into the front. I think that's about as far as it go. Yep, so just the 2 positions there. All right, wear and tear on this one. Did not see really any marks in the interior. Your upholstery's in good shape. You got a few little, this is kind of about all you've got here on the interior. You kind of see there's like a little line in there. Well, there's no rip or tear in there. It's almost just like a scuff. Just a little bit of dirt there. And let me close this windshield back. And essentially in the interior, same kind of thing there, just a little bit of scuff. Again, that's not a rip or stain, I mean, maybe it's a stain, but it's not a rip or a tear. And then same sort of thing right here. You get a little bit of a mark right here, but again, I mean, you can press on that. There's no rip or tear there. I would just call that a scuff, and a scuff there. And then go ahead and lower this center hatch. This hatch is lockable here. You can see the little keyhole right there, and then another one there. And you know, this might look like the rip or tear, but again, it's just kind of a scuff on there. And a similar thing right over in here. Actually, that might come out with some cleaner. This also is just a little dirt on there. No rips or tears. So this is, I think I referenced this, the Skylon Pro S5 tower. This will collapse for storage. And oh, ready to climb out of here with the dash on here. Go ahead and let's see. Let's turn that off. Hit those interior lights. Turn that key to the off position. All right, so let's go back around to the exterior here. I'm gonna slide these shoes on. Bear with me one moment here. We're gonna take a closer look on the exterior. Okay, before I leave the swim platform area, we got just actually I think, yep, that was a little piece of fuzz, but right here on this swim platform, this is that fiberglass swim platform. We've got a little bit of a mark into that gel coat there. You can kind of see that fiberglass fiber there, and then we've got two kind of little scuffs on your three maybe on that kind of sea deck flooring on that fiberglass platform. And a little bit of a stain, I might call this, right here, right over here on this side. Got the same thing right here. Now some good detail might get rid of that. It's almost like a little bit of an oxidation line, but those two right there. We've got 6 pull-out cleats, basically 2 at the rear, 2 in the middle on either side, and of course 2 up near the bow. This is one of those 2 fuel fills. Again, those are on either side. Nice trailer. Let's see, so we got a little bit of wear in your lettering here and the Supreme logo right there. A little bit of a like a light scratch right up here on this rub rail. And here's those docking lights. Fairly clean bow line right here going down to your trailer connection. That's where we often see a whole lot of marks. And then around the other side here, maybe just a little bit of wear in that lettering there in a few spots. Right in here we had a few little I feel pretty certain that will kind of disappear with a good detail. Just want to come off with just your basic cleaner right in there. A little bit of kind of a wear on that Supreme logo. And we had here's that other kind of stain right over here on this. So we're over on the starboard side now. Kind of a similar stain as what we had over there on that port side. A little bit of a mark in the gel coat right here. Well, just above that thumbnail right there. That's where that little mark is. It can almost kind of disappear in that little bit of that sparkle. You've got the white gel coat, a little bit of sparkle in that black. There's that other fill up right here, and again those pull-out cleats. Reference that prop earlier. All your running gear underneath all look good. While we're down here, there appeared to be some light blistering in the hull here, so bear with me on the camera here. So as I head forward, you get right into here. Yeah, I think that's coming up. So you've got like a little bit of bubbles right in there. That's a little bit of blistering on this hull. Now the current owner has never let this sit in the water overnight, but the first owner must have. And you got some blistering in there. And it's most prevalent on this side right here, and that goes up just a little bit beyond the trailer fender. And then we've got it again. As I follow that line back, it smooths out a little bit less prevalent, and then you got a few of them again up here as we move on forward. Kind of thin out for a stretch, and then yeah, and then actually down here just a little bit more towards the center, you've got a few more of them. Okay, And then while we're here, we got a few marks, a few little scratches. These are light scratches that are just barely catching my nail into the hole here. Now, a good detailer will sometimes get enough compound in there where it will almost disappear, but it's still there. Now, I feel pretty certain that these little kind of gel coat scratches are probably from loading on the trailer. See how they're all kind of in line with where a bunk is. So those carpeted bunks are great. This one looks a little bit deeper, but I think they're all about the same. That one's just right there near the center as well. So, to get a little tip for you whenever you are loading these on the trailer, before you're putting the boat on, take all your bunk carpeting all the way in the water, so that all of the carpeted bunks are underwater and wet. Then pull the trailer up farther to your usual spot where you're going to load the boat. You don't want to load it that deep, because that's how you end up with all those marks that we often see up here near the bow line, and that's usually how those got there. It was either going into a slip too hot, or trying to load it on a trailer with the trailer maybe too deep in the water. So, but get all those bunks onto the water, then pull forward. Usually a good indicator is when that water level is kind of just barely below that fender. You get a little bit of that fender out. And you've also got those trailer guideposts. It's going to help you get that centered up whenever you are loading it. But yeah, you want to get all those carpeting bunks wet first, and then pull forward and load the boat. So, a few more, little bit of that scratching right there around those carpeted bunks. And another one just barely right in here. Now, the blistering on this side, I think, was most prevalent back here near the fender and the rear of the boat. Not a whole lot, maybe a little bit of light, very light in that area. Move on over here, get behind this fender here. And then here's kind of where they're the most prevalent on this side. Starting there, we're gonna head back. All right, I think that's it. So again, this is the 2017 Supreme S211 Surf Series ski and wakeboard boat for sale. Ski, wake, and surf boat for sale here very near Norris Lake, Tennessee. Do reach out to us with any questions. As I mentioned earlier, we do not monitor YouTube comment page, so if you do have any questions about this one, you want to set up a time to view it, submit an offer, or anything like that, you're going to do all that through our website, which is where you're going to find the full list of features, specifications, and the current asking prices, all at the website. Again, for your convenience, there could be a direct link down in that video description to take you right to the photo slideshow page for this listing. To the left of that page, you're going to find a link that says printable PDF spec sheet. That's going to list all the features on this one. If there's ever a discrepancy in what is said on the video and what's written at the website or is on the spec sheet, go by what is on the website or the spec sheet, or anything in writing on the website. Every once in a while we'll misstate something. That's not intentional. And yes, refer to that website for the most accurate information. And again, if you're looking at YouTube and you're only wanting to look at what we currently have on the market available, we do have 2 playlists at our YouTube channel. So if you go to youtube.com/yournewboat, you'll see 2 playlists. One's going to be for current listings and one is for sold boat models. So now you can also, as this video starts to wrap up, top left-hand corner, there will be a shortcut that will say current listings, and that will take you right to that playlist that I just referenced. Now in the top right-hand corner, there'll be a shortcut that will subscribe you to our YouTube channel. If you'd like to be notified anytime a new listing posts, that's a great way to do it right there. Otherwise, I think we hit all the major stuff, so we'll go ahead and end this one here today. Again, any questions, please reach out to us. And that top right-hand corner, that subscribe link is again a great way to get notified of new listings. I think if you are a subscriber, and if not, we'd be happy to have you, whether you're in the market for something or just like watching the boat videos. Either way, we're happy to have you as a subscriber, and I thank you again for joining us. This concludes the 2017 Supreme S211 Surf Series ski, wake, and surf boat for sale here near Norris Lake, Tennessee. I thank you again for joining us.